Hello, this is Victor. I'm here with a review or look on the General Handbook 2019. I know that have been out there for a while. I was on holidays, I arrived from holidays, and I need to dedicate time to other things. Well, I had to receive it first, so because I did not want to order anything while I was in holidays, I was scared that it can be lost. And here we have General Handbook 2019, and makes no sense to order when you are in college and arrive when you are not in house. So this book I will not make any look. These are all the pitch battle profiles. You have here all the points of all the units that you have to use for your army. I don't think it makes sense to make a deep look on that. It's just profiles and profiles and profiles and profiles and profiles. And on top, I don't use this that much because I use normally the army builder from the website, so this is the part maybe of the book that I use the less. Because once I update on the website, why you want this thing? I never build anymore manually the army, or I use army builder or use other software to do my armies, especially in 40k where army builder is not there. So let's go to the content of the book. We have it's divided in 4 parts. Okay, we have the open play games, the narrative play games, and then we have the match games. And at the end we have the Conquest Unbound, that is all the alliances rules. So let's go. This is, I think this is for me the most interesting part of the book, is how to behave. And to be fair, it's good to give a read and try to behave like that. This will, if you don't do something like this here, think if it's really good or not. And some things are not that good. Maybe you can play with unpainted miniatures or something like that. But most of the most important points, so they always be polite and respectful. Sorry, this is super important. Always tell the truth and never cheat. Okay, so this is really the cardinal way. So arrive on time. Of course, you have to arrive on time. And in Spain we have fallen sometimes on that. Often shake your opponent's hand before, but have your hand clean to do that as well. Avoid using language your opponent might find offensive. This is the part, okay, this sentence, this gives for a lot of things, right? Because this goes to the political correct way of talking, and it's difficult because, yeah, of course you have to be more careful when in front of you have a stranger or person that you don't know than when you play with your friends and you know what are the limits. So let's go to open play, and we have the open war army generator that I find very interesting, but this demands you to have a huge collection, right? Because yeah, you have to roll here, then you have to have the unit that is, so you need to have a little bit of everything. And if you repeat the same number 2 times, I don't know if you can do it that, but that means that depending how many force points you are playing, no? I guess. Okay, so I guess there is something that you can do, substitutions and so on, but it's quite interesting that they did that. This, if it was created at the beginning of the game, would have been a blast. No, I don't think a lot of people use it. Imagine this when they launch Age of Sigmar, that you generate the army random with all the problems that we had at the beginning. This was been really a fun thing to do. Open war terrain, and they talk about also generating the terrain randomly. I prefer to generate, because on open, I prefer to generate the terrain narrative way. But okay. Also, you can randomize the mission or the deployment, I would say. You randomize the mission, and then you have the twist and all these kind of things, and the hiding agendas, okay? And here we have all these things. And some of this, the good thing is some of these points can be moved to the narrative or can be moved to the match, right? We go to the Streets of Death, so this is the narrative part, and they give rules to do city fight, in other words. So this is a way to fight in, I would say, in heavily in terrain, in battlefields that have a lot of terrain, right? So we have here also, they talk here about the regiments of renown. Yes, this is a way to gain experience let me see, we have the arcane objectives. So this is about forging the narrative, giving experience, and arcane objectives. So again, I will see it today. Okay, so we have here how to. Then there is Alexia the Shattered City, and they talk about the battles for Alexia. So this is one, and then we have the battle plans. Okay, so we have new battle plans as well here to play. Raids and ambushes. So we have rules here to make raids and ambushes, how to make them, and then naming your heroes. So yeah, of course, this can be used for narrative, match, and even open game. So if you want, let's see, we can have Ruruk, Sword Whisker, the Vermin Master. Fun. I always find fun because it's a lot of generating name looks like a stupid thing, but sometimes it's where you lose most of the time in creating the names. This is, and here this, I think this also can be used for match play. So these are the mercenary companies. This section describes rules for including mercenaries in any army and includes 10 mercenary companies that can be employed by your army. To include mercenary units in your army, you must first pick a mercenary company to be hired by your army. A maximum of 1 mercenary company can be hired by an army. And if mercenary company is hired by your army, 1 out of every 4 units you include in your army can either be an ally or a mercenary. Mercenary units are treated as part of your army, except that they are not included when working out the army alliance. Reinforcements, war score battalions, pitch battles, so they can be used in pitch battles, and you have to pay the points. Okay, and 2 of them were in the unbound power. Okay, was I think was this one was the these 2 were coming in this page. I think is a copy paste of the unbound power is called the previous expansion, and here we have more mercenaries. So I find this interesting as well because it's a way to you play it's a way to expand your collection, right? And here the most interesting thing for me is that you can play order and you can have a mercenary unit of death or destruction. Not sure if there is chaos here. It will be strange that the chaos is that you can hire chaos. There's a fire belly. No, there is a chaos gargan. Yeah, but chaos gargan is like you are controlling an animal. So you can put this background. There's a cocksmith. This was lost when, and I think it's good that they are back. The Algolzel Gargants, because this was a very fun army. But most of this is death, destruction, or order. So the only chaos things are the chaos gargants and are monsters. So it's you can and we have also the Dark Code Chieftain and 1 to 3 units of Marauders. So they are preparing for the Dark Codes to come. Then we go to match play games. So this is really next to the match play, so it can be used as well for match play games. Introducing to match play, and then we have the pitch battles. Again, they talk about the different sizes of the pitch battles. The battlefield. So this is the other thing is why more terrain. To be fair, we are almost all the time forget about the terrain rules. So I don't think this will add too much to my games, and some tournaments I stopped using that as well. We have the new battle plans. I guess we keep using the old ones, so we keep having battle plans and battle plans and battle plans. So these are 2019. So a lot of new battle plans. Then we have rules for tournaments. Okay, this is not that interesting for me. And then we have meeting engagements, and this is the following rules allow a player engagements to fight battle small. So this is for small size battles. It's for 1,000 points and it's to try to make a game on 90 minutes. This is, I think this is to substitute. This will you will start using the skirmish part. I mean, there was a skirmish rule, So I think you will focus now on this part. The main engagements you have, and then I remember, you have to divide your army in 3 parts, and then you need at least to have to complete the 3 parts with the mandatory things that you need. So, well, you can have non-spearhead because all the 0, 1, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 2. You need to have main body, okay, at least 1 leader, and you can go with all rear guard. But then how they appear on the battle, you can be, if you only have main body, I guess you can be in disadvantage. So that's at least interesting. I told how you arrive from the reinforcements. So here is all the different rules, and we have as well the battle plans for that. And it's very well explained how the different parts arrive, and you see the different sections does not arrive in the same position. So this is the main body, this is the spearhead, I guess, and the last one, let me check back. You need to really make a deep read to that. So what, yeah, they don't say here what is what. Why you do that? What is the legend? Okay, real what contingents are, main bodies M, and the spearhead says, makes sense, okay. So you can see that they arrive depending on where you put them. In that sense, you see this spearhead can go really to the enemy edge. So if you have a strong spearhead, you can attack your enemy faster. Okay, interesting. So you only have main body, you are only in this section of the battlefield, right? So it's important to know how you divide your army. In that case, the main body is very well positioned, and the spearhead and the rear guard is not in that good position. So it's interesting. Then we have meeting engagement tournaments, so we have also the rules for the tournaments, and then we go here and we have the alliance abilities, and we have starting with the dark clean covens, dispossess, free peoples, seraphon, you know, the seraphon, more seraphon, the wanderers, slaves to darkness. So it means that most likely these people will not come soon, or will not come, not soon, but will not come in the next 2 months, right? And then we have here the end of the book. And this is something that I never use neither because I print it for computer. So yeah, there we have General Handbook. If you have more experience than me on using the rules, let me know what you see. Very excited about the mini engagements, or the mini, how it's called it, the meeting engagements, or the meeting blah blah blah. The meeting engagements, yes. Very interesting this one. I hope there is a tournament soon so I can attend. I had to skip one that was happening last week, but to be fair, I just arrived from holidays. I was not able to be prepared for the game. So here we have General Handbook, a lot of good stuff. And one thing I want to say that is very positive from Games Workshop is that each of these books are adding a lot. So this is not a repetition of the previous year. The only thing that is repeated is this part, right? This is the only thing that is repeated because you need to gain the points. And this is the part that I don't pay attention, to be fair. But there is a lot of rules here. There is a lot of scenarios. There is a lot of ideas. There is a lot of different things. So these books have a lot of work behind. And sometimes we just take this and say, oh, okay, more rules, blah, 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 blah. We don't pay too much attention. But these books have a lot of work, and sometimes the rules maybe have mistakes, but they put a lot. And this is why sometimes we don't give the importance that they may have, right? So yeah, that's General Handbook 2019, and again, new stuff, not repeated from the previous year. So if you have the 2017 and the 2018, all of them for me are complementary. You can find things interesting in all of them. So yeah, that's all for now. Please let me know what do you think. You still using something from 2018 or 2017? I think it's only 2 years ago. Remember? In the past, the books were changed. The army books were changed every 5 years if you were lucky, and if you were Bretonian, never. So that's all. That's all for this video. I hope you have enjoyed. I hope you liked this video, and as usual, thanks a lot for watching, and see you again later. Bye!